Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Lila and I are going to give a garden update. As you can see here, I've been uppotting my winter sowing for the seed sale. I've got my green macerata, which actually looks bigger and healthier than the snowball cauliflower, and even though I've planted them and winter sown them at the same time. These are kind of smaller and they're kind of wimpy, but I think they'll perk up. We'll see. If not, I still have plenty more in my milk jug over there. And so we'll go take a look next at the milk jugs. Gale's zinnias haven't popped up yet. They will. Look at my asparagus though, guys. Look at that asparagus. I still gotta find a place to plant those out. So yes, you can winter sow asparagus. My nasturtiums, look at them, loving it in there. They're not ready to go out yet though. The oregano is still looking pretty good. It's going to be really hard to separate all those plants, but I'm probably just going to take them in chunks and put them in cups and sell them that way. No calendula yet. I got marigolds growing the Bambinos, and I know that Baker Creek put 45% germination rate on there. And there's a couple of them, so that's okay. My seed tape herbs from Burpees. It's big Italian parsley, mammoth basil, and cilantro. That's going to go out to my mom's house. It's doing good. My bee balm looks a lot like oregano. It's going to be, I'm glad I labeled these milk jugs or I would have had them confused. Excuse me, Lila. Move your butt. Move your butt. Thank you. My Bambino Marigolds, I got like one in there. A couple of them, little bitty sprouts. Yeah, the beans don't work so hot in winter sowing. I mean, maybe if we would have started them like closer to now or something. But what's the point after that? You might as well just direct sow them. Maybe growing under grow lights would be better, I'm sure. This milk jug with my Munstead strain of lavender is going. We got lavender in there. I'm going to plant those out in my flower beds out front. My celery's doing okay. Let's take a look down there. Yeah, there's beans in there too, and they're just, yeah. Oh well. The lavender in this one seems to drain out a lot more, and it's not staying as wet, so I don't see as many in there. It looks pretty damp now, but I'll probably have to water it in a day or two. Look at this. Got Roma tomatoes popping up in my winter sowing. One, a couple of them. Yep. A snowball cauliflower. Yeah, this is how far I got into unpacking it. And got that whole tray up. And I even put 3 plants per cup in most of them. A couple of them had 2. Then I realized you might as well put 3 in there because that's a lot of plants. My toothache plant, it loves heat and it's growing. This is my rainbow chard, and I'm going to be transplanting that out into my own garden before long. Maybe this upcoming weekend. Catnip's looking really good. I did transplant one of my winter sown Mongolian giant sunflowers right here, and it turned out wimpy at first and looked kind of hurt. I even took the first leaves off because they were just wilted. These look like they're going to bite the dust at some point, but this new stuff coming out looks good. So I'm glad that they can withstand the cold nights. I mean, that's really great. I transplanted out the chamomile, and it's looking healthy and perking up and looks like it's growing, so that's good. Look at that, the magnolias are almost ready to bloom. More chamomile. I did direct sow some of the seeds that I won from Whiskey and Sunshine off-grid out here, like the hollyhock, the echinacea, and I can't remember which else I put out here, but I did. And then I scattered Shasta daisies out by the pond. look. My tulips or daffodils are about ready to bloom too. I did poke in a couple chamomile plants around the ferns here at the front step. Some more chamomile and stuff over here. And I'm not even sure what this plant is. It might be canna lily. We'll have to wait and see. My newly planted lily of the valley is looking healthy. Along the bushes and the tree underneath them there, in the little landscaping area, I did transplant chamomile there too, and I'm planning on putting the lavender there as well, if I have enough plants. My strawberries, I've been pruning them, and they're still growing fruit. They're just not big yet. They've been inside hanging on a curtain rod by a south-facing window, so they're not totally too bad. I put them outside, and the leaves look like they're starting to perk up a little bit. I've been moving my one tray survivor, but yeah, one tray of survivors out here. Actually, that's my grocery store challenge cup right there with the striped peppers, the striped bell peppers. And look, they're already up. But I think that this Roma tomato isn't going to do so well. But I think these two will do okay. And then that Amish paste is looking really good. So, not a total failure. I don't have anything popping up except for one bell pepper there in those trays. And remember, I tried to do a glorified winter sowing experiment out here with the lids on out here in the greenhouse, and just things didn't go so well. That's okay, because I got more started downstairs and more pepper seeds given to me. So yes, I bought some U-posts and a couple cattle panels, and we are working on expanding the garden. Let me go out there so you guys can take a look. This is how much we got done so far. We ran out of fencing right there at that post before the corner post coming back this way. And it's gonna go all the way over to this side of this magnolia bush. So it's going to be a decent expansion for sure. This was only 50 foot of rabbit cage we got at Rural King for, I think, $30 for a roll. It's 28 inches high, and then the rebar posts were $1.59 a piece too. Last year I spread some wildflower mix out here in the garden, and this one decided to come up. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like that's one of the wildflower seed mixes too. It's so exciting. I like how things decide to pop up in their own time. It's so encouraging. It's like, well, it might not be over yet. Don't knock it out yet. I went ahead and covered my sunflowers that are sprouting out here with these clear cups, because Adrian from Indiana Backyard Gardener told me sunflower sprouts can take up to 44-degree temperatures, and I want to play it safe, even though my one out there is doing good. I wasn't sure, and I wanted to make sure that they were doing well so I didn't have to reseed, especially since I want to plant more sunflower seeds out at Grandma's house. And what do we have here? Oh yeah, that's Michael from Frogfoot Holler spying on my garden. See how he is. I do not see any sprouts yet of anything I've sown, the cilantro or any of the brassicas. Ooh, I just lied. Look at that. Look at that. Brassicas. More brassicas. What's that? It looks like maybe a marigold. I don't know. Pretty exciting stuff. So, look, I got flowers on my collard and new growth going right up the stem. Isn't that incredible? And look at the new plant coming off of it. This is an incredible plant. I have never heard or seen of this happening. My lettuce mix looks great. My green onions look great. Look, they got the little bulbs up top. Oh, so I'll be saving seeds from that too, since this is a nice plant. And then my radishes are looking really good too. Some of them are popping up out of the ground. That one may be a French breakfast. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to take a look. Look how big that white icicle is. It's pretty big. So these will be ready to harvest before long. My peas and carrots are looking really good. It might be time to start encouraging them to trellis. Maybe not quite time yet. Then all of the carrots, they're looking super, super good. And so are my bulb onions. My bulb onions are looking great too. My thyme is running away. I'm losing my thyme. So I covered up the sides to kind of keep it together, but obviously I still got some poking through. So, but it's a nice plant, and I'll just keep cutting it and ripping it up, keeping it under control. Got to tame that thyme. My oregano over there, that's really nice and healthy too. I don't think I'll need to plant any more oregano. Might just sell all of them. What do you think? There's another spy. That's Chris's Clevercraft. What do you think, Chris's Clevercraft? Am I scaring you yet? Just asking. Just wondering. And then here's my single seed challenge update, my Groniger Brussels sprout. It's ready to transplant out too. It wants to get growing where it needs to grow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this garden tour here. And please leave a comment, and subscribe. And guess what? I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless.